What I will say today here in Oslo around the Nobel celebrations is that this is not the time to forget about them.
I'm James Chau, and I'm at the Nobel Peace Prize in Oslo to converse with Filippo Grandi, the UN High Commissioner for Refugees.
What is the state of the world today from where you sit?
It's a turbulent state, isn't it? 103 million people forced to flee their homes, who have been forced to flee their home as we speak, and this figure is rising. 14 million of them are Ukrainians. But then, of course, in this very uneven, non-equal world, we tend to forget, unfortunately, that the bulk of this displacement is in poor countries in Africa, in the Middle East, in Asia, in Latin America, and keeping the world attention on all those crises, trying to bring relief to those who suffer and solutions to their plight is immensely difficult at the moment.
Refugee is a very big, complex and packed word, but from your work as High Commissioner, who is that refugee to you?
Is somebody, in fact, as one of the legal definitions say, that has lost the protection of his or her own authorities, state authorities, local authorities. That protection, for whatever reason, is not there anymore, and the only choice left is to leave behind everything that one has dear: family, home, work, school, and jump into the unknown. This is the real human experience of being a refugee. But at the same time, we should not forget that the refugee crisis do not last only for the duration of the TV program or the video on internet. Refugee crises tend to be very long. People nowadays, with conflicts lasting for a long time, can be refugees for as long as 20, 30 years. There's situations like Afghanistan, like Somalia, where refugees have been refugees for generations, actually. And we cannot forget them, although unfortunately we do too often.
We're here at the Nobel Peace Prize weekend in Oslo, Norway. Have we forgotten the people of Afghanistan?
Last year, 2021, we remembered about them when the Taliban took over, and there was an incredible surge in solidarity for the Afghan people. But I have a feeling, like I said, that once this is out of the limelight, we tend to forget. Afghans have been refugees, have been victims of conflict, have been in difficult humanitarian situation for over 4 decades today. And what I will say today here in Oslo around the Nobel celebrations is that this is not the time to forget about them. Let's not forget ourselves that when the Taliban took control of Afghanistan the first time in the 90s, the world withdrew and went away. And remember what was the result, September 11. We can't go back to that.
What should we go to if we can't go back to that? If people watching this are so moved to contribute to the world and to improve the human condition, what's one action they can take?
Everybody can do something. We can express our solidarity with refugees in so many ways. Certainly, financial contributions, philanthropy is always important, but also, we can get to know refugees in our community, in our neighborhood. Knowing refugees is the best way to express our solidarity to them.
Filippo Grandi, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Please give a warm welcome for James Chau.
I'm James Chau, host of the China Current, with a glimpse into tomorrow's world and stories about the human experience everywhere.